I'm Karen Dickens, I'm the NDA's Corporate Responsibility Manager. The NDA's decommissioning agenda offers both challenges and opportunities for the communities in which we operate. The sites are in remote areas, so they're usually the major local employer. They're dominant in the community. They offer high wages and job security, and the community relies on them quite heavily. But as our decommissioning moves forward, the impacts are likely to become more significant. The government recognised this and gave the NDA a socio-economic role in the Energy Act. That role is a responsibility to consider socio-economic impacts as we work, and also a responsibility to support local economic development agencies in minimising those impacts. The NDA's role in socioeconomics is a supporting one. We support local economic development agencies in minimising the impact of our decommissioning work. That means we can maintain positive relations with our local communities while progressing the decommissioning work. It's really important to maintain positive relations with our communities as we progress our decommissioning agenda, and the fact that they know we are invested in minimising the socioeconomic impact of our work means that we can maintain those positive relations. 10 years since we've been founded, the NDA has channelled more than £46 million into local communities. When you add match funding to that, you can see that the total is increased significantly. We invest in skills and infrastructure projects particularly. We have supported the Port of Workington and Scrabster Harbour. We have supported schemes that help small and medium-sized enterprises become more competitive and find new markets. We have supported skills transition projects to help people transition from roles on site to perhaps other roles, or to roles off site, or even to their own new businesses. We support STEM work in schools, that's science, technology, engineering and maths, because a future nuclear workforce is critical, so if we engage at a young age we're more likely to achieve that. We have supported further education centres in West Cumbria, Anglesey, Caithness, to name but a few. We have contributed to the development of business and industrial space in Gretna, Annan and Romney Marsh. Of particular note is the Albion Square development in Whitehaven, where lots of organisations worked together to deliver significant office space in the town centre. That took 1,000 people off Sellafield site and into Whitehaven town centre and brought all their spending with them. The NDA's socio-economic strategy is to maintain sustainable communities, moving towards site closure and after that point. We'll work to increase the attractiveness of these areas as places to live in, to work and invest in. We will support the economic diversification of these areas so that the community is less reliant on nuclear in future years. We will work with nuclear new build and adjoining site organisations to try and exploit the opportunities for local people to be involved in the nuclear industry. Some of our sites have neither the prospect of nuclear new build nor adjoining site potential. So for them, the situation may become particularly acute depending on what alternative economic activity there is. So the situation has become much more fluid and dynamic, and our strategy now needs to take that into account. So going forward, we need to move to a much more bespoke, tailored solution for each of our communities around our sites. As well as developing these individualised, tailored socioeconomic strategies for each of our communities, we also need to make sure that socioeconomics is much more integrated with some of our core strategies at NDA and SLC level, particularly when it comes to people and skills, land and property and supply chain development. Additionally, we need to incentivise the supply chain to help us deliver our socioeconomic responsibilities. They have something to gain as well, and by taking a whole industry approach to socioeconomic development, we can make big differences. We also need to give greater focus to those activities that both help address local socioeconomic needs but also help the NDA deliver its mission. For example, skills development and supply chain development are both good for the community and good for the NDA and the SLCs.